The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Super Bowl Sunday awaits one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go.
Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Andrew Makuba makes the play. And the Eagles have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock, but that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd, especially as a quarterback. It's your job to quiet that home crowd, but an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
Hurts comes out throwing. He rolls to his right. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's 1st and goal. Barkley. He's held up at 4. But those are the hurry-up offense here.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Cowboys.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles pick it up and get points on the ensuing drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
Ooh. He misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him to kick it. Score stays at 6-0. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now running here with Jaden Blue. There's the intensity we expected to play off. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
From the gun is Prescott. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams call it a perfect Friday. they don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Running back sent in motion. Prescott now on third down. That's Lamb running the slant. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
First down, here's Dak. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down. All set to go now from the 35.
Yeah! There we go!
They send the tight end in motion. Throwing on first is Prescott. That's Pickens with a catch outright. And he's taken down right along the 30.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Now it's Prescott again. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you gotta imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Oh, boy. Pickens motioning left. Dak throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That play ball wide open.
Yeah, here we go.
Give on second here to Blue. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're in a first and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Yeah, here we go. Like that.
Dak off the play fake. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down.
I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Motion the tight end over. Dak now from the gun. This is caught by Blue. And then he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys tie it up late in the first.
Cowboys.
We know all these players are aware of what's at stake here, Brock, and that is the score they needed to get them moving in this conference final.
We know it's not how you start, it's how you finish, especially with stakes this high. But, sheesh, you couldn't start any better.
Extra point from Auburn is up and good. And they'll take the lead.
7, Eagles 6.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. So the change of pace to the tight end. He isn't going to yield anything. Stop for no gain. 2nd down coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It'll lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw, Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Outright, Cooper's got it. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. Finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Cowboys out in front. More from Philadelphia coming up in just a moment. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. Straight ahead, here's Barkley.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, Hurts escapes the pocket. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on down.
Taken down at the 19.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
And bring the tight end left. Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Aubrey puts it through. And that'll push their lead to 4.
Makes the score.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the track. And the kicker gets past his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Hurts to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's going to get this down inside the 30 before.
Yeah, huh? Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, yeah. It's so I get it. So right. It's so right. It's so I get it. So right. It's so right. One album is getting kinda hectic. Too many fans on me like I'm in Texas. 3 years deep now, keeping them guessing. 4-star hotel, what's for breakfast? 5 fingers, give you a blister. 6 at the wheel, you're 6 the mister. Give me your mama, I'ma kiss her. I said 6 rings on me like I'm in Pittsburgh. Motion maker, record breaker. 6 on my chest like an LA Laker. Black belt MC, call me master. 6 on the beat, it's a speaker blaster. Bars are hot, and bars are ready. A Middle Caesars with the extra chatty. Extra style, extra flow. Slip the sale, like 5 below. Yeah, in the club now like I'm giddy. Counting these notes like I'm nitty. Laugh to the bank, hit the gritty. Go and tell your mom that she really, really pretty. Yo, I called up your grandma. Said this the new age nostalgia. She said that last night she called ya. Said JVB is the future. Palace backpack, Nike snapback. Break truck, stop playing hack sack. All gas, whole lot of motion. Headbang, whiplash, past the moat train. Soft up, fits on 10. Yankee fitted, even in my bed. Small town boys up next to bat. JVB, make it get slapped. It's so I get it. So right. It's so right. It's so I get it. So right. It's so right.
Yeah, hey, down with my brothers. Brothers from another. Even if I wasn't, treat me like a cousin. I'm from California. Speak a little southern. Cheap about a dozen. Can you keep a secret? Look who in my recent. She's so indecent. You don't want no beef with. You don't want no beef with.
Man, talk to me wild like they ain't try to be down like when y'all 12, you wasn't trying to be Kyle. Copy my style and show it to their friends and try to say that it's them, but y'all know what this is. Red bone on the couch and they both mahogany brown. Cabin so big it can see my house. Then again, my view is too stupid, bruh, for real. Don't forget to get about who really do this, bruh, for real.
It's so I get it. So right. It's so right.
Killer Cali, go post that you like a lot of to the clipping in the holster like it's supposed to be closer than your chauffeur, Costa Nostra. Stick up to your nose, this rolling stone and no loner. California, ill as pneumonia when we come for you. With that villain's aroma, pilling out. Spilling all your feelings out on the corner, chilling out. Ice grilling my mouth, shout out to soldiers now. Pulling the out to show you, but your brains over the rover. You put a coat over the stain, cause for the day we whipping your rain. So you're hitting the bank. Don't forget that the game coded in polars. California bears, take your chain off for ya. Because out of all of you squares, I'ma yeah, put it in the air like the motor hit the rotor.
I get it. So right. It's so right. It's so I get it. So right. It's so right. Hey. tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long, just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home, stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, I keep going in, going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. Always on my grind, it's 24/7. I don't settle. I demand my respect. Got the medals. I showed the world my true colors, and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past. I'm on a new level. Hard to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah. Better when I want.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday Night Primetime between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
4 quarters between one of these teams and a spot in the Super Bowl. The NFC Championship is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott opening with a pass. Throwing deep right away. He's got it inside the 25. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
We'll start the drive with blue. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you worry about have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
3rd and long, Prescott. Finds him on the crossing route. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This 32 yards out. It's on the right hash. Aubrey puts it through. And the game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Yes, it's 3, not 6, but to come away with anything on the first drive in the postseason on the road, It's a great start. It's a tough thing to do.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Alexander on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm on.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. No touch.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. That's the tackle. He's got space ahead.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line. His defense just kept swooning.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throw here, 3rd down. He isn't moving up, they're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
That's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Hurts now on 4th. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. The wrong Bland has it.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Give it away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Prescott here from the gun. Completed over the middle. He's close, but he is stout before he can get to that 1st down. Picks up 4.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
4th down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there.
Yeah, here we go. I take one.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, he picked up the first.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Completed to his running back. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. And it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
That side, Ferguson's got it. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Philadelphia coming up in just a moment. Time for our 2nd quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. Prescott to throw once more. Well, the pressure really got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Another throw for Prescott. This one's caught. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
That's a defense's goal, right? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and goal, Prescott. Forced out to his right. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That run right there, that kind of feels like the missed opportunity defensively. Got him backed up, and you played it well enough to contain the run, but you didn't play it well enough to damage the run.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt to pick it up anyway. We wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Hurts on 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. They don't get the stop until he reaches that 25-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run.
It's another first down mistake. He's intercepted again. picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's going to score. Pick 6 for Dallas. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make the pitch. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Into Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Brings in the kick at the 9.
Jair Alexander up their turn. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10.
Great, set. 180.
They'll start this one out with Barkley. He powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
63.
On second down, here's Barkley. Space past the 35. They'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
First down, and they go right back to it. A big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
He was taken down.
Presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Back to the line they come, second down.
Great, set. And it's Kyle Yeti. Go Silver, ready?
From the pistol, Hurts. Buying some time right. Tight end wheels in the shallow throw. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Okay, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
First and 10, here's Hurts. Throw left side, complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he drives forward for the middle, maybe to the 7. Even 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. And that's a touchdown catch, at least for the moment. So, Brock, the guys are already walking backwards. You know what that means? I think this one's going to be on the offense. So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag.
Great, set. Kyle Yeti.
Hurts now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Incomplete from the
Ball and
contact.
defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with third and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that.
And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a one-score game before halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. They will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Eagles cut it to a field goal game. Ball set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. Showing a little burst so far. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
We got 46. Yeah, there we go. I think.
Up the middle, Blue. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Yeah! Any point. We got 47.
No motion, Lamb right.
26.
First and 10. Here's Prescott. Oh, he put everything he had into that. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Eagles will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. First and 10. Hurts to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out for a gain of 9.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running room. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Chased out to his right. Chucks this one deep down the right sideline. And it's picked off, but, pretty clear he was out of bounds, so no interception, incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
180. 63.
Hurts with it on third and short. My brother hits another interception. And he's going to score. Pick 6 for Dallas.
Hard to believe they got him yet again, Kate, especially with how far they had to go on that return. Mentally, this is not a place you ever want to be as a quarterback. It is devastating. Defensively, this is teaching tape for not just taking it away, but taking it to the house.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game.
17, Eagles 7.
see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half. Hurts back to the air after the pick. Lasers this one deep down the middle. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Alexander on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
No touch that.
Hurts looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll work this one out to the 28. It's Stephon Gilmore stopping that play.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
No touch that. Anyone here? Call up Yeti.
Back to throw, Hurts. On the move, headed right. He's running with it. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down throwing for Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Hurts setting up to throw. That's low and bounces short of his man. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And now they need to get 4 on third down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
No touch that. Hey, Silver. No touch.
Hurts. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
It's Hurts once again. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts escapes the pocket. Complete to his back. Tank Bigsby. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense heading up for first and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he can do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage you could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Hurts yet again. Buys time, rolling right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Go Silver, ready?
Hurts throwing again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
Hey, easy. Dre, set. Run anyone up.
3rd and long for him here. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles cut it to a field goal game.
17. Eagles 14. Jake Elliott taking off for Philadelphia.
Only set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go. Wide in. We're going to 54. Wide in. 26.
He gets the handoff. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Give, it's blue. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
Okay, this is one of those situations where they've got the lead on the scoreboard, but not the momentum on the field. This is a big 3rd down coming up. Got to seize back a little control, find a way to cut off the comeback.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner. He continues making risky decisions with the football.
You never ever as an offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Fielded at the 11. Unfortunately, it looks like another one of the members of the return team was there, able to dive on it, so a friendly bounce. They'll retain possession.
You know, return men always think they're breaking the next one for a highlight reel touchdown. They've got to have that confidence. But sometimes that confidence leads to recklessness. It's a fine line, and they can get it punched out trying to do too much. That almost ended up the wrong kind of highlight.
Looks at time. He's still going. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 2-1. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's on the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Dre, set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. No touch.
Going to the ground again on first. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Stephon Gilmore. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Back now, pressure coming. It's out of trouble. Broken out. Rise, the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Looking to throw. Cut down the field. It's Cooper. Racing down the left side. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same hot tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now Blue. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. A 3rd down run with Blue. Space on the right. He's got room. Down to the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a lead just before the end of the 3rd.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3.
Eagles 21. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. It's Eagles football, and they trail. Need to fight to keep their postseason going. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Forced to the ground.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. They'll work against the blitz. Headed out right. It's Kupp. That's Thielen. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. That'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First and 10. Here's Hurts. That's Jameson. Smith and Jigba on the quick slants. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Let's go. Trim it.
On first down, Hurts. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
That's almost as good as a sack. Almost, Kate. Because those defenders, they like to have sacks more than incompletions. But defensive coordinators, they love pressure and forcing the issue, and that's why the QB had to get rid of it.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
They'll air it out on 3rd. No, they get him yet again. And the Cowboys get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
4 picks, 1 game, yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Blue here from the pistol. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but the only result is fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This coordinator trying to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
It's his running back. Rolling into enemy territory. It's a race down the right side. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
1st and 10, Prescott. And this is Cox. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Wow, just perfect execution there, Brock. Nailing the fade for 6.
Yeah, when it comes to the fade route, it really is all about timing, and as you said, the execution of it. You have to have the matchup first, but then you need to go connect. What a great play.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game.
31, Eagles 21. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Escapes the pocket. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Servon Rebel with the pick. And the Cowboys take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline. Trying to recover. Okay, let's put together a good play, and here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
On 1st down, it's Blue. Well, they're going to bring him down, but what a great effort. He moves this all the way down inside the 10. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
There we go.
Going with Blue here. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. And they send their back in motion right. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Cowboys holding a 10-point lead. Need better results here on 2nd and goal from the 10. Now it's Blue. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Just 2 yards there on 2nd and goal, but still a ways to go now on 3rd.
It's maybe one of the only spots in goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Motioning left is their running back. Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Aubrey puts it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. We know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Alexander on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Fits it through the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. It's on 1st down. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Adam Thielen.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Looking to throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
They got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is fourth down.
Trimmer.
Desperation time here. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They start to drive with glue. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
This offense has now left some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
The last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. He gets it. Once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. I'll try and pick this up on the ground. He has the Cowboys' first down, Brock. That should clinch this win for him.
A gain of 9
Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
1st and 10.
And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in the game that's already decided. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. So we jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. Hardy shot delivered on that tackle, but doesn't matter. That's the end of this game. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. Conference champions. A heck of an achievement, Brock. A heck of an achievement in the face of a lot of doubts from everyone outside of their building all season long.
Yeah, they're going to enjoy lifting.